Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to design a sign-in form for both mobile and web for our first video of our 100 video series. Let's go. Alright guys, so here in Figma, I have already chosen an image, right? Feel free to choose any image you want out of the many stock photos, images that you want to. Feel free to choose. I chose this specific one. I like the abstract design. Here I have my palette, right? Which is a simple rectangle, and I already chose the color palette that we're going to use. And then here we have like a logo. This is going to be a logo that we're going to use, right? So let's start off with the first. Our primary objective is to start off from designing responsibly, from a responsive point of view, right? So we're going to start off with the desktop first, and then we'll design the mobile version of that, right? So you press F for frame, and we design here, right? F for frame. Let's name this sign-in form for web view. Right. All right. Let's take this image, press it here, something like that. Make sure you always use Shift so that it can scale properly the image when you're putting in the canvas in the frame in that case, right? Now, all right, awesome. Okay, and now let us do the text on this side, right? Okay, cool. So let's put here login, right? Let's make this a little bit larger. Let's set it for 100. Let's see, right? Put it here on the left. Now let's type something like welcome back. Welcome back. Please log in to your account. Right now, reduce the size. Let's put this to 50 and see. And then instead of black, let's put it down to light. Right? Let's increase this part here so that the text can fit in a single line, right? Cool. I like this. Now, let's use another frame to input our emails and password, right? Let's set this. Let's set this a stroke, right? Let's make it gray. Let's make it a bit lighter, like that. Perfect. And then we click here again. Let's make the corner radius something like, let's try 12. Let's see. We don't want to make the borders too rounded, but we don't want to make them too rectangular at the same time. All right, so let's click it here. I think 12 is fine. All right, and we click. All right, now let's use their username. Since it's here, we can do one of two things, right? Here on the username, let's make this gray so that we give the user the perspective that is where they're supposed to add in their username. Or even let's take these things a little bit further. We add the username. Let's say, for example, let's say Carlos at, let's say Carlos YouTuber at youtube.com, right? Let's decrease the size a bit, 20 is too little. Let's try 40. Let's try 30. 30, 35. Let's try 30. Much better. All right. You can even hear example to give the user the feeling that, okay, as a you put there's an example, so I'm supposed to put my email inside the block, right? The username is literally to signal to the user that this is the part where you input username. Now let's add an icon here just to give it much more as good as a design must look. It's also important that the user never feels that he never feels lost. So let's add an icon there just to make things much more clearer as possible. So I already use this plugin called for my icons called huge icons library. You can use the free version or you can use the paid version. It's fine, you know. But for this example, I'll use the free version purposes. All right, here we go here. Let's try. What do we want? Email. Click on this one. And then let's just get the password right now so that's fine. Awesome. Now, just set this here. Let's change this color to our blue, this one. Let's increase the size a bit. Let's try 30. Let's try 30. And then now, let's just literally copy and paste. Either you can do copy paste or you press copy and paste this down, right? And then take the lock, same thing. Let's increase it to 30, just like the other one. And then we click this one. Let's go for our blue. You either click I for eyedropper, or if you know the color, press this one. There we go. Hope everything is making sense so far. Let's try password. An example. Stars. Yay. Let's make this bold a bit. Let's try regular. Regular is nicer. Nice, regular. There we go, guys. Almost there for this design. All right, let's try. Take the password there. Okay, remember me. Make this smaller. I should go for 30. And 30 is okay. Now we make a box here. Make it the corner radius. Let's say 10. How's 10? You must try to make it as consistent as possible. So for this radius, we use 12. Since this one is much smaller, so the ratio is not going to be the same. So if we use 12 here, it's going to look much more rounded than that, closer to a circle. So that's not what we want. So just make sure you always go lower when it's that case. So let's try 10. Let's see. Still a bit more curvy. Let's try 8. It looks better. So let's remove the fill. You can either click on the minus here on this side to your right, or you can just toggle the visibility, right? So in this case, let's just remove the fill. We don't need it for now. And then let's add a stroke, right? And then in this stroke, let's add our blue as stroke. Right. Add our blue as stroke. And then let's go back to our plugin. Choose check. Tick. Oops, where is that? There it is. Use this same blue as well, right? But here's the thing, guys. It looks good, right? But it can look better, right? So what we can do here is, let's just make this a whole field, right? Let's make this whole field. Make this blue, and let's just make the tick white. I think that's going to look much better. Good. Looks much better. Right? Then put it here. Forgot password. Question mark. That way, if you forget your password and you underline it, that's important. And now let's take this, remove this, remove this, remove the stroke, add the fill, eyedrop, our color to make the login, make it bold, add it here. Let's increase the font a bit. Let's try 40. Much better. 40, let's try white. Okay, awesome. One last thing for the web. Just put it here. Put this on black. Okay. Now, okay, new user. Right, new user. And then, new user, let's reduce the size. Let's make this 30. 30. Make it this. And then another one, sign up. Make sure just to sign up. Make sure you just highlight the sign up, the word sign up, and then use the color. Because that way you can also use different colors in the same text frame. Right. Okay, guys. So this is our login page, sign-in form. And then now let's make it responsive to mobile. Next to it, let's press F for frame. And then you can choose your phone frame. All right, let's use the iPhone 16 Pro. Let's use this frame. All right. All right, let's see. Let's make this sign in mobile form. Right. So let's make this one last thing here to make it look nicer. We add our icon. Guys, by the way, this icon is literally, I just added a circle in the middle and then I put it, added a rectangle. Make sure that the corners are rounded, and then another circle. That's all I did for this icon here. I think it looks nice. So we'll use this icon throughout our whole series, right? We'll probably change later on, but for the time being, we'll keep this icon. Right, copy, paste, and now put it in this frame. Okay. Make sure, guys, that it's like that. If you don't want your image to do this, you can go Control-Z back, select the image, go to your right on the layout dimensions here where you have your width and your height, and press this square here on the side, which locks aspect ratio. So that way, even when you use shift, it goes like that, right? But for the time being, since we want to use this image, what we can do is use half of the canvas, right? Put it like that. Remove the locking aspect ratio. Let's just close it like that. And then you come in to crop it. Just crop it there. Like that for now. Right? Awesome. Let's take, copy paste, make this much smaller. I think 30 is fine. Yeah, 30 should be fine. There. And then, okay, copy paste. Welcome back. Let's make this 20. Still too long. Let's try 15. Too small. Let's try 18. Guys, when you're resizing your text, please make sure that you always use even numbers. So 10, 12, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 24, and so on. Right? You can use it there. And now, username, copy it here. Let's try 30. 30, 20. 20 much better. Now, let's use F for frame. Since it's a much smaller, let's use a stroke. I drop. Go back to this design. Make sure you zoom in, right? A stroke. Corners radius. Make this like that. Username. There we go. Text example. What was our example here, guys? Carlos YouTuber at youtube.com. There we go. Copy this. Paste it there. All of that. Let's make it 12. 12 is okay. Again, let's make it gray. I drop. Let's check which gray this is. Click. Go back. Boom. Okay, now copy this. We don't want to make this too big, so let's go back to standard 24. The standard size for the icons in most designs is 24, guys. 24 by 24 pixels. Right. All right, cool. So let's take this. There. Password. Delete that. Copy this. There. Make this 24. Since it's locked into a ratio, it's going to increase and decrease on both sides. Okay. Let's try the remember me and forgot password. Copy. Let's make this much smaller. Let's round it to 2. Let's make it 4. Let's make this 15. What is this? 12. Let's make it 12. Same thing with this one. 12. All right, let's take our tick here. put it on this side, reduce the size. Let's make it smaller. Ooh, perfect, guys, perfect. All right, now copy this. Let's resize it a bit to fit in our mobile design. That one is like that, is too big. Bring to front. This one reduce by 20. There we go. Reduce this to 10, let's see. 10. Perfect. Let's make sure that these are the same distances, right? Right. And last thing, guys, well, almost the last, is a new user. Put this on top. Now, let's reduce this image a bit. Then, just to give it a bit of space. Anyway, reduce this a bit. Let's try 14. Push it down to 14 as well. There we go. Make sure. There we go. Guys, and this is how you do it. Thank you so much for watching my video, guys. This is how you do it. This is how you design a sign-in form for both web and mobile. I like this design particularly, and I hope that this video was very engaging and very useful for you. Please comment below whether you like it, what other type of designs that you want to see. I have my own schedule, but it would be nice to hear from you what other type of designs you'd like to see. And guys, yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate your support. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.